Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. Today, I wanted to talk about a guy that was running away from police and had in arguably one of the crappiest spots I've ever heard of. And I mean crappiest quite literally because apparently he was hiding face down in cow manure for several hours. I feel like running from the police is stupid, but when you decide to hide in a pile of turds for hours and still get caught, it takes it to an entirely new level. But yeah, I thought it would be a funny thing to talk about, so without further ado, let's get into it. Oklahoma man leads authorities on pursuit, found hours later hiding in cow manure. I would just love to know what was going through his head, right? Like, he gets out of the car. Alright, he's fleeing on foot. He's running through a field. He hears the sirens. Crap, man. They're closing in on me. There's nowhere to go. Where should I hide? He starts looking around. There's tall grass. There's the woods. He looks around a little more. He sees some cows over there, and like a light bulb appears over his head. Ah, yes, piles of cow turds. Exactly what I needed in this moment. Just runs over, dives in like somebody diving into the deep end of the pool, you know? Like, you know the Scrooge McDuck dive where you put your legs above your head? That's how he went full frontal into this cow manure, bro. You know, when they found him, they were like, oh, man, I don't want to put you in the back of my car. My backseat's gonna smell like cow poop for a week. That had to add insult to injury. He's like getting processed into the jail, just absolutely covered from head to toe in cow turd. An Oklahoma man was arrested after leading authorities on a pursuit that ended with him hiding in cow manure for hours. Police in Nowata County, Oklahoma, say 23-year-old Wolf October Berry initially fled from officers who were attempting to make a traffic stop for not wearing a seatbelt, they reported. I mean, I know you get in trouble for not wearing a seatbelt. Like, I'm not saying he wouldn't have gotten in trouble, but I just feel like you don't get in the trouble that was worth it to take them on a high-speed chase, flee on foot, and then hide and poop for hours. Like, I don't know what they do if they catch you not wearing a seatbelt. I just wear mine, but I'm going to assume it's more of a ticket than it is, like, whatever he's going to get taken in for now. He's going to get before the judge. All right, so they pulled you over for a seatbelt. You took them on a 30-mile high-speed chase before proceeding to pull over, run, and dive into a pile of cow turds. Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor. Like, I just don't understand why any of this went down, bro. You know, the guy who pulled him over must have been confused, too. He's like, the guy's not wearing his seatbelt, you know, I'll write him a ticket, pulls him over, all of a sudden it's a high-speed chase. He's like, I just want you to put on your seatbelt. I'm not saying that Wolf is a bad name, but I'm saying it's kind of a weird name, especially if you end up like hiding in poop. A guy named Wolf hiding in poop just makes it a little bit more bizarre than if his name was like Nathan or something. It would still be weird. I would still make fun of the Nathan that was hiding in poop, but like the name Wolf, oh, okay, man, were your parents furries or something? Like, what's going on here? Wolf October Berry. That is a name, ladies and gentlemen. It certainly is definitely a name. Barry sped away from officers and drove down a county road before crashing and continuing to flee on foot. Alright, so this happens a lot. For those of you that don't know, like, I talk about criminals like this a lot on this channel, and I don't know what it is, probably something to do with high speeds while running away from somebody, but the amount of high-speed crashes that end up with them crashing, or high-speed chases that end up with a crash, there you go. Whatever, English, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, they end up in crashes so often, and I'm just saying, I don't trust my driving skills enough to ever get into a high-speed chase. I just think I would end up crashing. But if you are gonna take them on a chase, you know, you really think you're gonna get away with running from the cops, you've got to be a better driver than this, man. Like, every single time we talk about one of these, it ends up with someone crashing into something. You decided to try to drive away from the cops when you, like, aren't even a good driver in a video game, man. And I'm not saying I'm a fantastic driver, all right? I don't think I would have fared much better in this situation. I don't want anyone to misconstrue it. I don't think I'm baby driver. But that's why I'm not committing to the high-speed chase either, because I'm going to end up like a dummy crashing my car and then having to run on foot and hide in cow poop. Multiple hours in cow poop. What do you think during that time, man? Like, I feel like after 10 minutes of hiding in the cow poop, I would have just wanted to turn myself in. Like, this is really rock bottom. That's how you know you hit rock bottom, is when you're running from the cops and having to hide in piles of poop. Authorities say Barry was located later that day after hiding in cow manure for several hours. It's the several hours part that really does it for me. Like, I mean, I still wouldn't get it, but whatever. You're running through the woods, you're like, crap, I need somewhere to hide, there's some crap. So you just run over, you dive in, you didn't realize it was a cow turd, you thought it was a pile of dirt. Like, I understand how maybe that happens for a second. But for a few hours, you have to have thought it was a little cozy. Maybe it was like, you know that scene in Empire Strikes Back, the Star Wars film, where they're out on Hoth and the Tauntaun, they have to cut it open and crawl inside of it to like survive the night? Is that kind of what it felt like? Just a warm little cocoon of some cow turd keeping you nice and cozy while the police were looking for you? Man, he really hid in crap for hours for like no reason, really. That really adds insult to injury. It still would have been a crappy story and a crappy situation even if he got away, because you had to hide and poop for hours. But the fact that he literally laid in turds for multiple hours for no reason, he still got caught. Man, something about that. You know he's just sitting in the jail right now like, I shouldn't have hidden the turd. You know what? If I could do it all over again, I should have just taken the ticket. I would love to know if the cops knew he was in the pile of turds, but just were waiting for him to move. They were taking bets on how long he would be there. They're like, how long do you think he'll lay in that pile of crap? I don't know, 2 hours? No way. 10 minutes. They're like placing bets. The entire department's getting in on it. Meanwhile, he's just laying over there in the turd pile, just rolling in circles. Wow, this is so warm. Barry has been charged with eluding police, running a roadblock, possession of a stolen property over $1,000, and possession of a firearm and commission of a felony, according to deputies. A loaded 9mm semi-automatic was found in Barry's truck, along with stolen property he allegedly acquired by burglarizing 2 nearby properties. Oh, well, that would explain a little bit more why he ran. Like, it makes more sense than just the seatbelt thing. I still don't agree. You just shouldn't have broken into anyone's house and taken things, and you could have avoided this entire situation. But at least he didn't just go run and dive into the poop for hours over a seatbelt. That was really gonna just leave me puzzled for the rest of the day, bro. I would have been trying to eat some macaroni and cheese later. Why was he in the poop? Why didn't he just wear his seatbelt? Ah, man, I can't keep having these questions. Really, I just would not recommend running from the cops, and if you really don't want to have to run from the cops, then just don't break into 2 nearby properties. Or if you are going to break into 2 nearby properties, then don't have it all in your truck while not wearing a seatbelt. Just don't break into properties. Forget that last thing I said, but you know what I'm saying. Just like, don't do it. It's just, no one wins. And another moral of the story, cow poop does not make a fantastic hiding place. It doesn't matter how often the Google search results say it's a great place to hide. It's trolling you. They're trying to get you to dive into the turds. They don't think you're going to do it, so don't listen. Now that Google's AI is becoming sentient, it's going to start doing that. Like, it's going to start messing with people's Google results just to get something funny. Like, the president is going to Google, how to find password for iPhone. And it's going to be like, haha, I made him punch in the code for the nukes. Maybe that's what happened here. It told him, go hide in the poop. He was like, brilliant. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I'd really appreciate y'all taking a second to press the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. And of course, subscribe if you're new. Turn on those notifications. I would really appreciate it. Helps the video do better. And yeah, on that note though, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.